back to How to Gael. This is a podcast brought to you by Folklore Ireland. The days, girls, they're longer. And you know what that means? It means that there's more time to keep discovering the beauty and the charm of Ireland's hidden heartlands, Creolta, Bealtaine Dhoireann.
And you know what, if you're looking for inspiration or spragga for your next short break or spontaneous getaway, teacht, discover Ireland.ie for all the ideas you need to make your trip unforgettable.
Well, sounds like you've a lot of ideas there, Louise. Throw us a few suggestions.
Girls, do you know what? I'm going to start somewhere now you wouldn't expect me to go, but you know where you could explore? You could explore the serene beauty of Castle Saunderson in Cavan. What about that now? You can immerse yourself in nature and in history, or if you're looking for a thrill, Colleen, a bit of an Irie Cree, you can do some ziplining through the tree traps at Zip It in Lockheed, the Forest Park in Roscommon.
Trip, trap, clip, clap. There you go.
Actually,
Zippity's up.
love a zip line.
Good for you.
Well, if you're looking to unwind, you can also try the yoga walks in Mitchelstown, County Cork, up the Rebels, or you can relax in the lakeside sauna at Lochderg in County Tipperary. And these are just a few of the gems waiting to be discovered by us girls.
So what am I doing? Sitting here beside you, so I might be doing that. The clock is ticking. That's it. Now, if they all sound like the dream getaway to you, start planning your adventure today at discoverireland.ie and keep discovering all that Ireland has to offer.
Folklore Ireland invites you to explore, to enjoy and to create lasting memories in Ireland's hidden heartlands.
Sinead Dírich, cúcaigh a bhí gachtrig ag gríáilte Bealtaine Dhoireann. Díomh agus fáilte over ascadí How to Gael, lumsa there.
Agus lumsa Louise.
Agus Tomid in Antanas and Teachtan Shaw Neil Sheeveling.
I know, we're in Drochori, two blondes. Will we ever get the job done?
There you go, Bert Van Fune.
Yeah.
There's worse now, worst company you could have.
Honestly, that's some men's dream. Or women's.
Look, depends on what way the cookie crumbles. But Cahamid ar muchas a gháil gan Arslan ar Garda in Discover Ireland. A hugan takeíoch doing a gulny, but who are supporting this episode.
Yeah, and only for you, Discover Ireland. You'll be listening to this episode and we'll have been and gone on a gorgeous girly trip. I'm so excited.
I know. We've a lovely weekend planned in Iarthair in the Tira. It's going to be delish, and I'm sure it'll be all over Instagram, and we'll have an update for that next week.
Yeah, exactly. More or less, the spam will be real.
Now, I'm after getting a load of messages in Aaron Buska Fuishna, Teachtan Shaw. Lots of discourse on your incredibly boring story about the drawing.
Sorry, listen, I am glad to know that I struck a chord with people and we're like, you should just go das. At
least you struck a chord with somebody, because you didn't fucking strike a chord with me. Jesus Christ. Marie got in touch with her Instagram. She says, Catadogri on Austral, Louise. It's a Lár and Taurig. You'd have the clothes dried in 20 minutes.
Marie Tomavali, pack all check on my regular doll, send me the ticket. I'll be over with my bed sheets.
Could we have a little How to Gael moment in Australia? What do you think?
I would love that. I've never been.
Neither
have in Australia, no.
Yeah,
objection calling.
I don't know, but you kind of have to commit like a gore trust father. Like, you're not just flying over to Australia for a week. Like, you're doing 2 or 3 weeks at the very least.
Getting like claustrophobic and flying home after a week. I'd be like,
I know, yeah, God, get out of jail card.
I
know. Okay, the couple of the Dagwall Choma about the awful accusations I made against the Mayo fans.
Well, it wouldn't be like you to hang. I'd be hanging the clothes out to dry. You'd be hanging yourself out to dry. It's very Dhoireann coded to just mass generalise a whole group of supporters.
There you go. Of supporters, I'd like to say, not people, just supporters. Yes,
just the supporters. Yeah, go on. What did you say?
Well, they're just saying that. Actually, sorry, some people saying here that it's definitely not cúcaigh chlár, and we are definitely the pettiest fans in the GAA. I don't know. It's all to play for. We are heading to Semple Stadium this Sunday, which we're incredibly excited about. The championship is back in full swing, and which we spoke about in Teacht and Chicata. But look, I mean, no so good. I'm sure we'll see now.
No, I'm going to more or less, and fair play go there in Murthashi Teacht chuig an cluiche idir Limnach agus Tabardóin Cé go bhfuil cruic a gimmer to gun on Chlár in Cusack Park. So girl, I think you're nailing your colours to the wind here, and you're telling me without telling me go to up for Limerick this year.
Well, no, can I tell you something? Do you know, my father said to me when I said we were talking about
Kev, better not break my heart here now.
No, we were talking about Cork hurling being back. My father said he'd ride me out of his will if he saw me in a Cork jersey this year.
Nuala Bosca, Kevin Gurmila Maga Ton Cart.
I know he spent his I'm really getting behind Cork hurling in Liana. But anyway, look, it's come up. We'll fall out for a Mushdaran episode.
Do you know what she is for doing that? You're the biggest sunshiner of all time. Sunshine coming out your.
Do you know what it is? I'm really excited for the people of Cork to shed they've in recent years, because they've had no success in the GAA. They've really hitched their fucking wagon to the whole Munster rugby thing, right? And I'm looking forward to Cork people finally being able to rejoice in the GAA again. and I'm here for the journey.
No,
do you know,
sorry,
a
they
story of
rejoiced in
redemption.
the GAA last year when they got to the All Ireland and made
Yes.
balls of it and didn't win.
Anyway.
So like, sorry, bhí an deis.
Anyway,
You'll not fall out of the
look, at least need my bacon go cúnta chlár.
Cúpla seachtain ó hin, it was the year of the tip man. Now it's the year of the chlár curler. Darren, do you know what? You stop making your way around
I know,
Munster.
it
You
depends,
can't have it all.
When I was living in Galway in college, I used to survive on €100 a week, and I'd be out every fucking night of the week.
Sorry, you had €100 a week. I was thinking,
€100
Gal,
a
I
week.
survived at about €20 a week.
Well, this is now never my dinner from my year came. Yeah, I had £100 a week. That would buy me all my food for the week. Right, I used to have to.
So much money.
Yeah, that would buy me. That would be my shopping for the week.
Yeah.
And then we used to go out every single night except for a Tuesday.
Sorry,
I used to do-
€100.
yeah.
You were very flush.
I used to be doing. You see, I do a couple of gigs, so
Yeah.
I do 2 gigs a week for €55.
Oh my God.
There you go, the
fair
old
play.
fiddle.
I
tell
never,
you.
I genuinely remember going to UC back in my day. Sounds
You
like I was
used to
one
go
of
home every weekend, probably.
I used to go home because we had Skullberg and they're shafting. But
Yeah.
I actually remember, like, it could be a Thursday night, you big Dolomach, and I'd be like, right, I have a tenner left.
Yeah, but through those
You'd like
days,
€10.
you'd walk home.
Yeah.
You do
€2 shot.
a €2 shot,
Mm.
a fiver for an naggin.
Yeah.
And if you had to pay into a club, you might have to pay €2 or a fiver.
Yeah.
Just
You
there
could
you
do
go.
a night out and a tenner, not a bother.
There you go.
Not a bother.
That's what Kingfisher reminds me of. Those days.
Oh, those days, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they're
yeah.
fucking pure misery in the depths of winter in your shitty student accommodation.
But you know what? Is there something to be said? You know the way we're all kind of clinging on to these, like there's a bit of folk music is having a moment, I think,
yeah.
in Éireann
yeah.
faoi láthair, and we like the old stories that Amble and Kingfisher are telling us. Why are we all gotha?
Well, I need to tell
Little
you something
scalios.
here
What
now.
is it like?
Two separate men have told me
Okay.
in the last week, say, yeah, it must be, yeah, in the last week, that they think it's incredibly sexy that I play the fiddle.
But it is.
No, I don't fucking think that's sexy at all.
I mean, ain't the but of course it is.
No, I know. I think
It's
they
such
were
a
just
skill.
promoting me. I think they're
Really?
just. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I couldn't. I was like, you can fuck off. You think I'm going to believe that?
Darren, I agree. I think anyone who has a talent or lair, it's all now and what they can deal of. Like, do you know what I find very sexy? And you know this anyway. When someone can sing in a sing song,
Oh, yeah.
like it's because all I want to do is be able to sing in a sing song.
Yeah.
And I think when someone like quietens the room when they start singing because they're so good,
Yeah,
I think there's nothing sexier.
I know, but it's very rare.
And you do that
yeah.
when you sing and with your
Well,
fiddle.
Gur Mahagat, but I don't know many people who are able to, like, I would find that a big ick now if a man sang and he wasn't as good as
shite.
me or shite. I like that's such a ick.
Talented musicians and singers may only apply.
Yeah,
Anyone that's mediocre, no. not
fuck
bad.
off.
Yeah,
go
yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah.
go on off and go to a
Okay,
Mayo
but
match.
just Keely and Shishinka will high standards. Thank God you're not petty when it comes to those things
Do
anyway.
you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
listen, look, I mean, if you've any notes to add, be a dagvalling or howtogale@gmail.com.
Would you get with a famous singer? Joe, I'd love to see you with now.
Go on, tell me.
Korean chatting from Fontaines. Wouldn't you be cute together?
No, well, I'll tell you this now. You're after wronging me. I fully serious. I don't think I ever got away or got over this. I fully serious turned around to Louise on Halloween night. I was like, Louise, like totally in earnest. I was like, Louise, like, what do you think are the chances that I could ride Green Channel? In fairness, during all my highs and all my lows, you've been there to support me, like, you know, really build me up in my lowest moments. Louise has really been. She turned around to me, look the eyes, like, absolutely no way.
That was so harsh of me.
Oh, it's so
it was
mean.
so harsh.
It's so
of me, yeah.
harsh.
And I don't know why I was so like.
You were fucking
I
resolute.
wasn't giving you an
No,
inch.
you were like, there's not a fucking chance.
No.
Oh, because, you know, I think if I rode Green Chatham, you'd be devastated. I think you'd be devastated.
It was so outlandish, Erniha. She turned to me and she was like, Louise, I have it. I know it. What about me riding Green Chatton? And I was like, I don't see it happening. But how mean of me, like.
That was so mean.
What's the goal to Geishtach? Till they're in Regal.
Yeah, reach for the stars.
Reach for
all
the
right?
stars.
Look,
Amazing singers,
Yeah.
politically opinionated,
World
tall,
famous.
dark,
world famous. In part of the biggest rock
ideally
band in the
Grammy
world.
nominated, but
yeah. Anyway, listen. Once we get Green Chatham in a pair of trousers, you like fucking watch out.
come here. Well, do you know what? You're going to be extremely potent there now when it comes to manifesting around Bealtaine at times. So, Darren, we'll all get into our we'll all get into our zone and we'll manifest Grian for you.
Well, girl,
Yeah.
it's funny you say now Bealtaine because
Yeah.
tá Bealtaine a teacht in East.
Yes, more did you.
Yes, we have a bit of nuach that we're going to drop Gahana Louise, so keep an eye our socials, Mialar Shins and Bealtaine Magic. But Idir and Darlene, Harry, we've had some conversations in the other show about the season shifting.
Oh, like on differ. Dumsa anyway, you'd know I'm a Lunasa baby. Like I love on Sarah. I love the longer days. I love everything about it. Agus feel her few like on Cúpla Láshin where the green was good ass. I'm sure was nice. You and I actually went for a lovely little date, Candace Nian, that we just sat out.
What
Al fresco dining, al fresco drinking.
We had a very expensive bottle of wine right beside a pile of bin bags,
But it was
and
fine.
it was
so
fantastic.
Turn your back in the bin bag.
Yeah.
focus on the wine.
It was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's something about having drinks on a footpath, isn't there?
Drinks on a footpath, drinks outside just in air in August Line
Yeah.
Good ass. It is like I've often celebrated the glory of a good smoking area, but I think a good outdoor area full stop where you can go somewhere, eat and drink and be outdoors and not frozen.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Shinny and I, though,
It's
isn't
unreal.
it? Yeah.
Because Viamar in Ottawa, so we had actually planned to go August Bia Oil in Ottawa, but Vijay sort of sheltered and was like the one nice evening the sun was shining in Erin. So we said, we actually did that thing, which I feel, you feel so guilty as an Irish person, don't you?
Yeah.
Landing in somewhere and then being like, actually, yeah, we're going to move on. And you're trying to think of an excuse instead of just saying like, we're going somewhere else.
Yeah,
Because your beer garden is shaded.
100%.
You're like, oh, I'm really sorry.
Oh, you want to hear the fucking Plas again, Louise? We'll be back into. We're the only people in the place. We'll be
I
back
know.
into you now later on. Don't worry, we'll
But
be
come
back
here,
into you.
would have been illegal to sit in a shaded smoking area. August and Green, scailed in a gloch, we
There
take
you
the
go.
vitamin D.
Louise campaigning for the issues that we care about. Now,
Don't
fair
say I'm
play
not
to you.
politically. What's the word you needed? Politically
Socially engaged.
socially engaged
Socially
when it comes
politically
to
engaged.
footpaths and sunshine.
There you go, girl. Fair. We all have our crosses to bear, you know, and that's yours. Now, Bealtaine, I probably glaro me Bealtaine and teacht an screwing your each because obviously Bealtaine's congre the Bealtaine, but we do know Madden Bealtaine, Kyo Bealtaine, the May morning dew. It's very magical. Do you know why?
Tudriach down. And is it true? Sorry, Nev, I'm going to steal what you've prepared.
Go on.
But I remember Julie Malone, aka on Dingle Druid, shout out go Julie. Dúirt she Lomer in radio and they're that what you should do on a May morning, she said, is you take off all your clothes, right? And you go for a little naked roll
There you go. Now,
down the hill in the May morning dew for eternal beauty and youth.
There you go. I'll see you on Stephen's screen now, May Mom.
You go for a little naked roll.
Yeah.
And I remember she said to me, Agus shachan the briars, Agus na nettles. You know, so have your little bits and pieces, I suppose, hold on tight. You don't want the briar in the wrong place. And yeah, on Geeling, what is it? Is it the Dreacht Kion Madna that makes you...
Yeah, there's this mystical properties in the May morning dew, the dew that comes up Madden Bealtaine, but yeah, that's it. That it gives you... I'd say now, if you had an owl issue with, you know, your breasts were beginning to sag, or you know, you needed to shift some rolls of fat like we all do. An owl roll in the May morning dew keeps you looking beautiful and youthful forever. So they say.
So are you going to do it?
Yeah, they say you go out in the morning and put it all over your face and everything. I probably wouldn't now own Chul Gardine because my dog's always out there doing wheeze and poos and stuff. But yeah, Kyo Madden Bealtaine shin rud hard of a like Lauder agus Díomhreacht the Wintlesh agus.
Yeah, it's even. I love the concept of it. Agus ben moet galéir hies sdangen.
Yeah, Tommy the Duggy failing the Bealtaine.
Sure,
Well, ben we
listen.
done Lonnie. We're going on the Friday. Anyway, we're doxing ourselves now.
Yeah,
we don't give all our plans.
but exfilation, yeah.
Well, okay, so my topic, sorry, Trish and Concha, her fad, my topic, Dun Teacht an Seo, is how to hear or how to know the cuckoo's call.
Delighted to go to Agus Mudig Dana Player Show.
And now, before we do this, Tommy, Trish, we've been full of talk about that myself and yourself are going to get into bird quiz. Or bird song.
Yeah. Because on Ladchin, Sean Ronayne, oh my goodness, just gaffel a gachtó sé déanamh.
Yeah, he's so cute,
Agus
isn't he?
Chlár Radio Gair Lyric FM Folklore, like what a match made in heaven. And it's all like, it's the bird song of Namadina.
I know.
Oh,
It's so nice when you go out, when I go out for a walk in the evenings or in the mornings. I'm just like, I would usually have my headphones in all the time and I'm just walking, listening to the birds call.
Yeah.
Is it something they're oriented to Shinne? just go naíonn tú níos beidir
Tuned
like,
in.
yeah agus gomíonn tú tuairt ceantas nó dí sin and oh my god tá sé just go híhann chuann sin ard form tú.
Yeah, oh, Kate von Gate. I think it will mass le got agus tú ag dul níis, I don't know, the ruddy mar sin de
Yeah.
exchanges or something. Now I will say not all birds because
Okay.
right Conium il Lauren Carach
here we
and can I those fucking foilachon.
Yeah.
The foilachon need to take a night off. They do the
I know
night
they're
shift, they do I don't know cause I touched the gehe, but they're flat out eating the bin bags and apparently now it's also mating season for seagulls. I
there
have
you
someone
go.
told me Lejani because there are outside my window and I have never heard Tulla Blue like it. Like a tusney and she'd egg a carrot logger modern.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you at like?
Life's so hard.
The modern your I know, but that is not a bird song that I can get on board with. If it was a lovely little cuckoo calling me egg a lara trace a carrot modern,
Rousing you from your
my grand.
sleep.
I'm like the seagulls like and apparently that's how they come onto each other.
There you go.
And it's not just a Vailegon, it's the pigeons as well.
Yeah.
I think there are 2 pigeons mating on my windowsill.
Well, there you go, Louise. So however you get your kicks there now, I don't know.
Right, because can I tell you what I see in the morning, okay? Again, they go at it early. They get going around a cúcaigh clog and it's all about the way they chirp at each other.
Right.
So they're like flat out in each other's ear and on the windowsill, which is Dhoireann and Lapa. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I know you're probably lovemaking. As Mina she would say.
You love making.
They probably love making on the windowsill, but I'm like, is there any chance you could do it a little bit quieter? Pigeons on a chlár for agus iad
They probably say the same thing
getting
about
it
you.
on.
They're probably saying the same thing about
I
you
can
the night
assure
before.
you.
You keep them up till all hours.
Yeah.
There, that's where.
So I don't know, but anyway.
Favour.
So the 2 that I don't like listening to in the morning are the seagulls or the pigeons.
Okay. Well,
False.
look, we'll see how good you are at a gahant
after all
nahain
that.
elisha. So Adam nig an nain. Shna Adam
Right.
on Clehisha, right?
Okay.
So are you ready? Right.
Yeah.
Kid and kid. Now let's see. Volume up. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. First bird call. Let the hand.
Like
Go
a little cute. Oh, that's so cute. Is that a small little Aineen bug?
It's a little Aineen bug.
An Aineen bug, like a swallow?
Will I give you a little
yeah,
hint?
yeah.
Oh, Maroon.
Oh, the wren.
Yes, the wren,
Oh,
the wren, the king of the birds.
Oh, Anna Yas. Oh,
Yeah.
Catherine.
Okay.
Oh, Anna Hjolver. Oh, and Droline. Shin Anna Yas.
Very cute.
Anna Yas. It wouldn't
Anna
have
Yas.
known.
Huh?
Wouldn't have known.
Wouldn't have known. Well,
No.
there you go now, girl. Now,
Okay.
it is actually really beautiful. When you actually think about this, the songs are beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Canella. Now, you
Okay.
probably hear that an awful lot. Now, she played.
The Blackbird.
Yes! Come
Oh
on.
my God. On Lundov. Is
Yes,
that?
on
Blackbird,
Lundov. There you go.
Lundov. Oh, Catherine and Lundov. That's Anna Yas. There, you can tell actually almost listening to the songs that that's a bigger bird than the wren.
Yeah, you probably can. There's more gumph in it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Now, till I get it.
Oh, there's depth in that.
Isn't there?
Yeah,
There's a bit of
there's
gravel in
depth
his voice.
There's a bit of gravel in
Yeah,
his
his voice.
voice. You'd see like do you know what? The Blackbird would be a country singer that'd be like growling. You know the.
Yeah. Okay, Kate Canella. 1 sec here now.
Oh,
Here we go.
that's a bit sexy.
Now, Shay. Giri close Kimadamacht and
Yeah.
But would you believe the first cuckoo apparently has been heard already in Liana and Carolás Fihid de Mi Marta a Count Helvik Agunta Folklore. Yeah.
Oh my
Further
God.
Van
Oh,
Fran
Tolling.
O'Connell. Apparently that was reported by Virgin Media.
Go
There you
on,
go.
Fran.
Yeah. And apparently there were also 2 cuckoos sighted on the 2nd of April in Ballygunner Moor. I don't know, in Waterford, and
Jeez, the
another
cuckoos.
one was it was spotted in Lixnaw.
Oh, North Kerry. Unbelievable. And you know down there, Helvick Head in
Waterford.
Portlaria, yeah, there's a lovely little walk and it's called St. Declan's Way.
Oh Jesus, here we go. Saint
Slí
Declan.
of Declan. Imagine he is a saint, God bless him.
He
But
is sorting us out in our hurling tickets for play to him.
I
He's
know.
a
I
saint.
must tell you something, Chloe, about the birds, right? My dad is mad we have a little birdhouse he built for though, right, in our garden, and it's a little wooden birdhouse. But anyway, some storm there came Ladany, blian the gohin, and the birdhouse anyway fell to bits. But so he kind of rebuilt it and put a little, this is like peak retirement, okay? Put a GoPro air on Tiggy Bug. So dad live watches his own phone the birds, and he'd be down in Kerry, right, and he'd be like, I must check on the birds up in Limerick, and he'd actually be
my
like
God.
live streaming, and he's like, look, there's a gorgeous, I don't
No,
know,
I
whatever.
really
He's
want
all
one of
the
them.
the finches and the finches.
Yeah,
Finches.
the finches.
Little
I
finches.
really want
Yeah.
one of them. I really want one of
And
them.
they'd be right up pecking near the camera. He puts the little seeds near. It's Annie as their fod. It's very wholesome content,
Very,
actually.
I've
Yeah.
seen them bird cameras
seen
in my
them.
really geary
Yeah,
town.
yeah.
They're fucking deadly.
I know.
I know, because Vima can't be other show on Teacht Chickata, but Cara, Shiva, James Kavanagh is obsessed with all the
Yeah.
bird. And I was really, Vima Hugh Leshton's son, Jenny, and I was incredibly impressed that he could recognise all the bird calls. It's very in vogue now to be a bird watcher. There you go.
Well, I know, and like, do you know, because more Lydia that these things are in vogue, because I think it's high time that we all start to
High
realise,
time.
high time,
High time.
that
Don't
we
forget your fucking-
appreciate the birds of Ireland.
Yeah, get on to VIP Bird Watcher of the Year award, please.
Yeah, don't mind your most stylish newcomer.
Yeah,
They're
fuck
in
that.
for like
Yeah.
most.
There you go. Good luck, Shiva. You're gone. You're irrelevant. You're irrelevant.
Oh, Shiva Bocht. Shiva is the resident bird.
There you go.
Isn't
There,
she really? She is our bird.
She's our bird.
She's our bird.
What is that?
Bird of the pod.
A bird of the pod. There you go. Whatever that means, Shiva, you can take that and
Because
be proud
if
of
it's
it.
a bird, like being a ride, you're hottie. She's some bird.
Oh,
Do you know what I
that
mean?
must be a big
Did you get
Limerick
that?
thing, is it?
Why would you not say that for a good-looking girl? Would be a
No,
bird.
I'd be like, oh, no. We would say, yeah, no.
I wouldn't say it now, but like the fellas who are like, that's me bird.
Yeah,
It's
no.
a Dublin thing.
No.
My bird is my Sambo's like, do you have will bird a got Sambo? You used to say
Oh, did
bird.
you? Your bird. Yeah, but you wouldn't be like,
bird.
oh, your bird, like, as in, like, she's a lasher. Like, your bird would be your missus, no?
Yeah, my bird, yeah.
Yeah.
Bird.
But you're like saying it like as in she's a massive lasher.
Oh,
My father calls my mother his bird sometimes.
Circa.
That's a fucking
I've
joke.
often said it about
I
Circa.
know.
You're some bird.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
There
okay.
you go.
I know what you mean. It's more like it means that it's just that she's it's ban that you need.
Yeah.
Really good. She.
I don't. Yeah, that it brings on an extra meaning. Then he's
Okay.
in enough, does it?
I don't know. It wouldn't be that big a Limericky thing now, to be honest.
Oh, there you
Me
go.
one.
Anyway, called me out on Tréanach, the corncrake.
Yeah.
The poor old corncrake was getting an awful hard time there a while ago. But tá sé teacht her nash in Ishkatray, tá sé her nash ar na Hillan Orin, Ledeni, and on Clare Island again last year for the first time in 30 years.
Wow.
I know,
Oh my God.
I know.
I've never been out to Clare Island. Have you?
No, I actually haven't either. I just suppose now the whole Mayo thing now, I suppose I better give it a wide berth for another couple of, for another year or two.
Maybe you just go up and get stuck in them, and then you'll realise just what they really like. But you know what? I'd say out in the hill on, that's where you'd really get the
Yes.
sounds,
Yeah.
because you're kind of all encompassed by them. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, and, yeah, my mum and dad were on a wedding in Ishbaffin last year, and they couldn't get over how loud the corncrake was.
Yeah.
But I'm actually queen of our dull mach my hain or fight called new tree law just chun éisteach leis because the shed dull Jesus God only knows comes mar veg again, you know,
Yeah.
fi blian tá sé trish dull liad nóca fingéad in éiring.
I know that she's
So it's
actually
just really scandalous.
Yeah, she's scandalous. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
but in Seachta Lad me Bron, the first corncrake was spotted this year in
Wow.
Donegal, as reported by Donegal News and Donegal Daily. So there you go.
Oh, well, na hain sin ag glaoch níos luha sa bblion marialler like aru roideach stuff much into. Is it worrying go bhfuil muid ag gloshint iad níos luha?
So well, I know gas na an chuach, like that's the mating call. So it's
Yeah.
the fair agus being gountain is more ein buinin. So being the fair lorug, you know, dinner little
looking for the ride
a bull of
their
cracker
bird.
The fuck am I bring them into Supermax now on Shop Street again in the middle of the night?
There you go.
No.
Are we going to get to my favourite bird?
Okay.
Well, it's got an ain at Farlam.
No.
You do Ladany, I got a bit of an obsession at an ain, so embarrassingly. Do you remember? Tá that one that hangs out in particular in Stephen's Green.
Oh, the fucking heron. Here we go.
heron.
The heron. John McGahern and the
Mighty
herons.
heron.
Go on.
I actually think the heron is fab looking. So this is gas. You know the way your algorithm on Instagram also the quilty like a glaoch or whatever starts throwing you up
yes.
more of the same. So I went through a stage that I can only call Heron Gate, and it was a constant flow of heron pics, Erlina. And I have to say, it's parliament. I think they're very elegant. There's something about them.
Yeah.
Gorgeous pick of a heron. To the point, Gravdini actually ag rind like Green Graf and Ilum. 3 my DMs, they were sending me pics of herons, and I was into it.
God, what happened to you? You used to be fun.
I know.
It used to be fun. We used to do fun things together.
We used to have drinks on footpaths,
Yeah.
bin bags.
Yeah.
Now she just wants to talk about herons.
And fucking drawing and all this kind of going.
I know, actually true. The cuckoo needs to call me now to wake up and cop on.
Yeah, we need to fucking call you into the pub now and we'll fucking have a bit of crack again. Jesus Christ. But tá galore Béal lidas. See, the deadly thing meall in the hain is like they're always such a symbol of on toast na door, because it was thought, you know, they could flitter between this world and the next, you know, and they were always
Sure, and Morrigan.
There you go.
Crow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So well, yeah, ní málam sa gúsáid and fucking Morrigan, because I think that's very British and cailleach nu an bandia shit. But anyway,
So Cailleach, what could be a crow whenever she needed to be.
Yeah, well, cailleach is a shapeshifter. Yeah, I mean, I know tá focal. Geoma on Tanmerla. See, the Morrigan is focal beerla churder bandia glaoch. But kama on tanam cart and gailge. I'm sure that ní cailleach tan.
Okay.
Ní cailleach tan. But anyway, the Dhearthaidís leis an chuach go bhféadach an chuach an teacht a léamh, so that, you know, the birds could come into, could fly from, you know, this realm of reality into, you know, other kind of realms of reality and bring with it news. And da bhéatá na cóirthaí gur thug na hain de a léamh go bhéatá an aimsir a léamh, or like an teacht a léamh. So my gúsáid, I'm sure in the sense of time here. So in count a bhíocha gunga go ná a brethir cad éan clúas lenar chola tú an cuach glaoch dúis fefa dogadín Kinkeish. You know, Whit Sunday, that used to be a big thing. And depending on how you heard the cuckoo, if it was to your left ear or your right ear, you would or you wouldn't be going to the Kinkeish. Now, how you could fucking tell if you're going left or right.
Yeah, but maybe people could.
Yeah,
we got that's simul, isn't it?
It's funny, isn't it? Because like when you know the way you're listening to stuff all the time, like you actually don't know how good your hearing is anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think you've good hearing?
No, Neil my hearing come out, but I wear really high headphones every single day, like upper, so I think it's gotten worse over time. But it's really interesting, actually. I think I can hear sound probably because I work in audio gachlaw gamab, and I'm probably more tuned into certain types. But actually then if I'm just a geishel where they could gnod or had gone clushy near him, it's totally different. Do you know what I mean? It's my hearing is not as good. Yeah, it's weird. I really needed to be all up in my ears to get a proper. Yeah, your senses are so similar. I'd say with phones and everything now, and our senses have completely become níos like Noriav, and I think Neil with the goose idea mar I don't know, mar scarth no bather as we would have in the past. I would say if you went back far enough, like 100 years ago, because actually a few, even 100 years ago, but like Ferm Yori, like I don't know, 50 years ago, were so in tune to what they were hearing, the sounds.
Totally.
Like even they could tell, and I feel my uncles that still farm, they're amazing at like, oh, this type of like mist in the morning means X, Y, Z, whatever.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, how the weather's going to be for the day, for the week, for, you know, they can read things.
Yeah,
it's
and
mental.
Sense. They use their sense as well.
Yeah, because Romer kind to me all sure and Bulchrela Hanhain were like current to Ruddy and Newell Duchine gone Ruddy raw. Like, you know, someone like, so there are so many senses, but we're so locked off on all of them. I find that I'm really trying to restrict myself on the phones for Lord, but it's fucking so hard. It's like anyway we won't sort it out now today or tomorrow. Okay, quit this na corhi ela godugan and cuckoo doing or an chuach doing mealler and tauchi, right? So mas for their hanig sha own urter the hug sha lesh and ta agus there you go.
Okay, Sinna
tastáil más for their gur hana sha on ear is corha done cruatin. I know, which isn't great now, but anyway. Mas the grave argued the folk got nor chula to on cuckoo or on cuach a glaoch and chuach a glaoch come lash geld and chiad about to vech argued to go to fight Bliana.
Oh,
there you go.
Wow.
So make sure now you have a few bob in your pocket at all times, right, when you're going home at the weekend. I wonder will we hear the cuckoo at the weekend?
Oh my God! Well, come with us store. Like I wonder. Kane is far in Erin. Well, cuckoo.
Yeah.
call me in the cuckoos.
I
Like,
don't
no.
Bíonn siad really láidir timpeall chun chlár agus bíonn siad really láidir timpeall chuúla. I think ear in the tíre.
Ear in a tira. Okay.
Yeah, not
Fuainte,
an ace leis an bharige.
Okay. So
Ní dólam.
Gaeilge and no
Yeah.
Korean. I don't know. I
Yeah,
presume.
no, well, yes, the Korean, yeah.
Where do they hang out?
Yeah.
I presume mean the Gettles temple agus I don't know. Well like Nyadaka.
Yeah, so do you know
So call
what
me in
the
the-
cuckoo does?
Go on.
Oh my God, they're fucking sneaky bastards,
Yeah.
right? So they lay their eggs in other birds' nests.
Yes.
So, and then they trick the other birds to rear their children for them. Yeah. And then often like the cuckoo, because they're bigger than like the other birds,
Yeah.
like they rob all the food of like the other chicks
Yeah.
and become like the strongest, and then the cuckoo's always like keeping an eye. And sometimes if the cuckoo isn't happy with like how the foster parents are feeling, like they'll just get rid of some of the foster like birds.
That's something that always kind of scares me about birds. I remember Lilin COVID. Actually, that was a time when we all probably got a little bit more in touch with nature and everything.
Yeah.
Slowed down our fag family. We had little nesting birds out the back of it on Tig and Avia Am, and I saw in the broad light of day like a bird. It wasn't a seagull now. It was like was it a crow? It was a pigeon, I'd say.
Yeah.
Come in and take a little bird out of the nest, like, and eat it, like gobble it up. But like, you know,
Gobble it up.
And I was like, can I save it? Like, can I shoo him away, or what can I do? But like, you know, birds eat each other.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit rotten, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're not all the same species. Like, so it's not cannibalism. Like, what, I probably sound so stupid here now, but like, I can't get over that. That really makes me sad.
I know.
But like, I suppose that's just the.
Imagine if you had a baby and I just ate it, like.
Sorry, it's just like the circle of life, or what's a food chain?
Yeah.
Like, obviously the eagles eat little smaller birds and so on and so forth. But I thought it was awful to see a little chick being robbed from his nest for food.
Oh, Louise.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, Louise,
Yeah.
also the fucking nature activist, you know, there you go. Equality amongst
Equality for
birds.
chicks.
Equality for chicks.
I'll stand up for all the chicks and birds out there.
Right. Well, sinna give an chuach, so nafalan ish ach an glúis value chéile, and yeah, cad happen to.
Before we do the glúis, can you, in your very chiol, because you're so talented at singing, can you give me your best cuckoo? Skull.
There's
Call
a
me
little
like
song
cuckoo.
we used to sing.
Go on.
Yeah, it was like let's see if I can remember it now. Cuckoo heener sun goed, cuckoo heener sun goed, kan in de masaure, cuckoo heener sun goed, dinnem siglaune. There you go. Then we have a little song all about the cuckoo.
Green Chatton is watching right now. He is.
There, that's my
Jizzing
audition
his
to write
pants.
screenshot.
Cuckoo! Oh my God, I'm
Cuckoo!
obsessed. We should go hauling, Darren.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, sing it to my baby chicks whenever
There
I
you
have
go.
them.
Yeah, before I eat them.
Yeah. Go
Now,
hauling.
green chatting.
Put that in your nest and hatch it.
Yeah.
Right. Glúis na seachtaine, did you say?
Yeah, glúis seachtaine.
Okay, I told gum at Nyad is nest. I think
yes.
glúis sin get that. Chlár is a pigeon, is it?
Yes.
Chlár is a pigeon, and a foileáin is a seagull.
Yes.
Dublin City foileáins. I don't like you.
Not a fucking buzz.
Disaster.
Not a buzz.
Go to the sea
Yes.
and get out of my backyard.
Tá cheart go, tá cheart. An chuach an tauchi is the future, and corhi is signs.
Anna, yes.
Yeah, there
We,
we go.
we mentioned the other, the London and what was on
An London,
Ainin Belgaila.
an Drolene.
On Droley.
An Drolene. There you go. Now look at the two of us. Get a
Ain and
fucking set
Ilana
of
wouldn't get a
binoculars.
looking.
We're going to get a set of binoculars now and go out to Bull Island.
Yeah.
And have
Ocean
a right
Fab.
out go with the old, yeah.
What's happened to us, Darren?
There you go. We used to be good crack. Right, you up na yacht na seachtaine.
Okay, má jop na seachtaine ná Craibh Sian Triocht Imán and here it is a rash reach there Sailta.
Oh,
So
Jesus,
good.
thanks be to God. Huh?
Nature is healing.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, nature's here. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, that's going to be my up na seachtaine. I'm
Joint
sorry.
you up.
Yeah, joint you up. Okay, yacht na seachtaine.
Yacht the Seachtaine, actually, I might be a Seachtain late with this, but we are recording on the 15th of Aberon. Katy Perry going to space. Come way back down to Earth, Katy. What the fuck are you at? There's
Going
bigger
down the mountain,
Katy daily. Come off down that rocket.
There you go. Agus gur míle maith gone hours to discover Ireland, who we love, and just
Sponsor this pod.
yes, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Only for them. Do you know what now, Discover Ireland? We need to put together a list with Discover Ireland of all the hot spots to catch the cuckoo calling. Wouldn't that be nice?
That's a great idea,
That's a
Louise.
road trip I'd go on.
Yes,
Birds of Ireland, the road trip. With the birds.
with the birds.
Yumi agus Shiva.
Go proud with.
Gurina Magwib, Discover Ireland.
Agus Sinead Wenge, a gore episode na seachtain na seo go dtíon teacht an schuing. Slán!